Doing shield. It's heavy. He's summoning reinforcements. In place.
Lost our diversion. I need support over here. That helps. I can use a medic.
Walk it off.
Tudo aqui a fazer. Oh meu Deus, vais dizer-te de pé para ele.
Cover there.
Não posso ir para ali? Vamos ajudá-la.
Hit it hard. He's broke fire control.
Taking the shot.
The drone is They killed our block!
I needed that.
Weapon strike.
Help!
That helps.
Não,
Commander, you're wounded.
não posso fazer nada. Estou...
Lifting.
Still down.
He's summoning reinforcements.
Oh, my God.
These drones are pretty damn Keep the pressure on him.
Eles não ficam com os modificar este aqui. Eu devia ficar... O que é isto?
We lost the drone.
Repositioning.
He's summoning reinforcement. Throwing a blob. Making more of them. Are you killing him?
Almost got down. Damn things are armor.
Help me, goddammit!
Hang in there.
Get over here! Here they come! Hold still. I'll get you fixed up. They got our blob. You ready for round 2, Commander?
Hit the area hard!
Inbound!
Vocês fazem tudo mais complicado
Deploying
que o
helper
normal.
drone! Bring it down a notch.
Não.
Finish it off.
Here they come. Wait, these ones have armor.
We're all dead. Let's get moving.
Ah, consegui.
Doc, you got a way to shut that voice up?
Voice? We aren't hearing anything. Perhaps it's Mosaic attempting to communicate with you somehow.
How would it be able to do that? And why me?
Interesting. But that question can wait until later.
Mas cheguei? Parece que já cheguei. Está tudo a tremer. Tudo está a tremer. Vamos embora daqui. O que é isto? Uma coisa. Só que um sem escudo, outro sem armadura. Ah, finalmente, não está a tremer mais. Agora, gente! Está a gravar. Vocês são muito desarrumados. Que há um fio aqui no chão. Que a cor mudou? Ficou tudo mais brilhante.
Origin. What does that mean? What do you want with me?
It is not you that we require. It is the demon that controls you.
Start making sense.
The demon has been hunting on your world for ages, waiting, planning for the day it would reveal itself.
A case. At Groom Range. What was in the case?
With our arrival, it has awakened and chosen its prisoner. You.
Que?
Reveal yourself, demon.
No!
Reveal yourself and be ours.
Oh, polvo. Homem polvo.
What are you?
I once was as you are, the prisoner of a demon. I rejected the beast and forced it to serve me, to serve my people, as I led them to a new world.
No, pal. You led them to my world.
Whoa.
Carter, what's your status?
Demon. I don't understand.
Carter, the
Que
limb
se
brace, did
passa?
it work? Have you captured Origin?
Não me
Origin's
parece.
not important anymore.
Not important? What are you talking about, Carter?
Let him burn. He's not what we thought. Something else is powering Mosaic. I'm grabbing that.
Que?
Carter, run! My arm! It feels like it's gonna tear itself off!
Como aquela coisa engoliu?
Barnes, now!
Roger. Got a lock on your location.
O que é que está a acontecer? O que é aquilo? No, cannot be a field team or common information. Entramos em uma entidade desconhecida. Ao invés de tornar uma bomba, penso que a Origin está morto. Tem 54 aliens. Oh, dessa vez mataram bastante eles. É o homem do sniper. O sniper é muito bom, o sniper. Tecnologia. Efficiency, Endurance Pack, Plasma Assault Weapon. Está muito se magnifica.
Origin is dead. To say this victory comes at the expense of massive
Sacrifice would be an understatement.
The strain is too much for him.
Hold on, Will. We're almost there.
But to say the war has been won would be a lie.
The dimensional gates have been closed.
All of them. Our enemy is confused, destabilized.
But he is still among us.
You all know what to do. Press the advantage. Defeat the remaining enemy forces. Reclaim our Earth.
This is our moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not waste it.
Então foi uma boa vitória.
Good to see you awake, Carter. We were beginning to worry.
I'm not finished yet, Doc.
Good. Director Falk's been after me about your status. He needs you in the field. This war's not over yet.
Claro que não. O que eles encontraram? Então a nave fica mais rápida. E este consigo disparar mais vezes. Tive que pôr este no meu sniper. Quick Charge Pack. Quero pôr isto no meu sniper. Tenho duas habilidades magníficas.
Feeling like yourself again?
Something like that. Any idea what happened back there?
After you captured this creature, something went wrong. To be frank, I'm not sure what.
Just tell me we got Origin.
You most certainly did. With Origin dead and their central command blown to pieces, we're measuring significantly decreased Mosaic communications.
Decreased, but not stopped.
No, but the remnants of Mosaic are little more than echoes. You destroyed the broadcasting center and captured the creature powering it.
That'll do for now. Now we have to figure out whatever this is.
I'm working on that part. Still, amazing creature, isn't it, Carter? Just look at it.
Como assim? Cheio de tentáculos, dos braços, tentáculos, uma coisa esquisita.
I'm more concerned with how we can use it than how it looks.
Yes, of course. Clearly this entity played a vital role in the enemy's power structure.
Right. So what do you know about it so far?
Near as I can tell, it's a being composed of energy, entirely lacking a solid physical form.
How is that even possible?
I've no idea. It's nothing like any Earth creature, or like any outsider we've encountered so far. The outsiders were calling it an ethereal. It hasn't yet told me what it calls itself.
You're able to communicate with it?
No, nothing yet. But all creatures communicate. I just have to figure out this one's methods.
Now that we've got the outsiders on the ropes, what do you think we should do with them after they've surrendered?
That's an unexpectedly hopeful attitude, William. Since we can't be sure they will surrender, we may simply end up with tens of thousands of corpses.
But if we don't?
Well, who can say, really? If they're all truly free from Mosaic's influence, perhaps some can be integrated into society. I do look forward to finding out.
Got any theories on why I blacked out? This creature to blame for it?
Theories? Oh, I'm bursting with theories, Agent Carter. Let me share the one foremost in my mind.
Just give me the short version, if you don't mind.
It's possible this creature, the ethereal, is the first thing that's ever pushed the Venn brace to its limits.
So whatever it is, it's much more complex than anything we've faced before.
The entire core of Mosaic was dedicated simply to containing and harnessing this creature's power. I haven't seen anything else in the outsider technology that rivals it.
Wonder where they came up with that, then.
Indeed. It raises new questions about their Mosaic network.
All right, Doc, I gotta go. I'm not done fighting this war.
Certainly. And we've got no shortage of new questions to contemplate.
Well, you let me know when you got some answers.
Ok, há coisas fixas que posso clicar aqui para testar? Parece que não. Está tudo fechado. Posso falar com o Alan? Deixa-me ver. O que é que o Alan diz? Quer falar comigo? Oh, o que é que eu ia pescar? O que é que se passa? Oh, o que é isto? O que é que se passa? Como é que são os Greys? Um alien diz agora é um botão? Vocês os dois. Oh, meu Deus. Ninguém sabe clicar no botãozinho. Todos parados a olhar para o meu botão. Ninguém sabe carregar no botãozinho. É muito complicado clicar no botão. Ok, pronto. Já nos estão a fazer autópsias ali. Aqui há alguém a flutuar, um cinzento. Aqui não tem polícia, não tem guardas na porta? Só cientistas? Yo!
You live,
And Origin is dead.
then my kind are free, and yet still doomed.
Now that they aren't being controlled by Origin, maybe you can get them to surrender. If that happens, we can help them.
You would allow us to coexist on your world?
I can't promise anything. People won't forgive or forget anytime soon, but surrendering would be a good first step.
Without a promise of a new home, we cannot risk surrender. We are at an impasse.
That's a damn shame.
But if there is anything I can do to reach an agreement, I will try.
Origin is dead. Mosaic is shut down and the gates to your world are closed. Why haven't your people surrendered yet?
No, Mosaic is not destroyed. You may have destroyed its source, crippled it, but the echoes remain. Even disconnected, I can feel them.
Crippled or not, your people have no leadership or reinforcements. What can we do to get them to surrender?
Hundreds of your years spent chasing a single desperate goal cannot be erased instantly. Mosaic leaves its scars on the mind, and we will not stop fighting until we have a new world to call home.
If they won't stop fighting, neither will we.
Then there is no solution.
How will destroying the Mosaic network affect our people who have been infected? The Sleepwalkers.
Mosaic will no longer command them. You can take comfort in that. But I cannot offer you a cure.
Well, that's unfortunate. If you had a cure, it might be easier for my people to accept a surrender.
And I would make such an offer. But we never concerned ourselves with creating a cure. Why would we?
You've been cooperative, for the most part. So what do we do with you?
I have never decided my own fate. It was always determined by others. Origin, Axis, a legion of commanders.
Would you be willing to help us see a peaceful end to the war?
If a home can be found for my people, then I will do what I can.
You're a good man. Wait, what's your actual name?
My kind do not have names. We are referred to merely by position. I am a Thrasofair, or Hidden Watcher in your language.
Help us end the war peacefully, and you'll all be free to choose your own names. You sit tight. We might need your help if the war doesn't end soon.
I fear it will not.
X. The Origins.
Have you had a chance to examine the new specimen?
9. Leave it to the others. I am too busy reviewing the Avengers' thrust output.
But aren't you the slightest bit interested?
9. I have had quite enough of these new creatures, and I have no interest in keeping them in cages.
Ok.
Heard you brought us a new visitor, Carter.
Eddie Home. Não dizem nada vocês? Cumprimos vocês dois?
Guess we won't be stuck down here for much longer, huh?
Stuck? Ever since Falk lifted the lockdown, we could go topside when we needed to.
Yeah, but that's not the same as actually going home, you know?
Tô.
Dutiful as always, Chelsky.
You heard the director. There'll be time to relax when the war is over.
For once, I agree with the old man.
I'm sure that's a sign of the end of the world, Agent Carter.
How's the campaign of misinformation going these days?
Sufficiently well.
What's that mean?
Well, so far I've had to cover up the destruction of a university, a town, and the biggest tourist trap in Colorado, to say nothing of all the captured sleepwalkers I've had to falsify records for. So the fact that you haven't yet seen any of that on national TV is good enough for me.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You wouldn't be here if you weren't the best of the best.
Thank you, sir.
Now that they've lost Mosaic, how are the outsiders responding?
Mixed results, as you'd expect. Some have gone berserk, some have gone catatonic.
Have any surrendered?
There have been a few across the country. To be on the safe side, we're shipping them all off to Alcatraz.
Alcatraz?
Everyone else thinks the war's all but over. What do you think?
I think I'll stay until we're certain of it.
I'll let you get back to your duties then.
Until the director says it's all over, I'll be here.
Ok. Mandaram uns olhos para Alcatraz. Tem nova coisa aqui? Não. Tenho livros. Caixas. Nico está livre, não tem nada na grupo de Nico. O que é isto aqui na mesa? Ele não fala? Não, ele nunca fala.
How long since they went into the gate?
At least 45. Wait, I'm getting a transmission.
They're alive? What are they saying?
It's... Yes! Mission successful. All accounted for and returning.
They did it! They really did it!
Hangar crew, prepare for returning Avenger. Medical staff too. They have non-critical wounded. And some sort of captive, it sounds like. Well, to your stations, everyone.
Yeah! I can't believe they did it!
Never doubted them. But if you ever tell Carter, I'll deny it to the death.
Secret safe with me. So, got any plans for after the war?
Still too soon to plan anything like that.
Maybe, but I know you, Chelsky. You're the one who always has a plan.
Well, Nah, it's too crazy.
Hey, we just survived an alien attack. It's a crazy time.
It's just... I heard my old town is rebuilding, and they're gonna need a new mayor to coordinate things.
You're gonna run for mayor?
You don't have to laugh.
No, I think you'd be great at it, Chelsky. You, want any help?
Maybe. Let's end this war first.
So, ela quer ir para presidente da Câmara.
What's your status, Carter? You fit for duty?
A little groggy, but I feel fine. Get me back out there and let's finish this.
Good. Bring up the map. There's plenty to be done. You had us worried back there, Carter. What happened to you?
The physical pain was intense, but the worst part was I couldn't think straight. Couldn't remember my own name or what the hell I was doing. I still only remember pieces of what happened.
Well, it's good to see you on your feet again. I assume you're fit for duty?
Yes, sir. And eager to get back out there.
Especially now that we've got a real fighting chance.
So we killed their leader, shut down their network, and closed their gates. What are we seeing in the field?
Cleanup forces report a marked difference in enemy behaviors out in the field. Some are fleeing, some are going berserk, but most are just confused.
Is it enough?
One of our teams just went back to Rosemont, Georgia, and completely routed the enemy. That marks the first time we've successfully driven the outsiders from an entrenched location. And it won't be the last.
Yeah, but town by town, this war could take months.
Maybe even years. But the end is in sight.
I hope the scientists got something useful from our little trip to the outsider homeworld. I don't expect us to be going back anytime soon.
You mean other than the ethereal creature you captured? Dr. Weir's been analyzing how Mosaic functions. A shame it was destroyed. It would have been a useful tool.
No thanks, Falk. I like to do my own thinking.
Regulated by the right individuals, Mosaic could have been a boon to humanity. Imagine all peoples of the world connected.
I'm sure Stalin would have agreed with you.
Any leader would. Mosaic is a tool. What matters is how you use it.
Enough talk. Let's send these bastards packing.
That's what I like to hear.